Ladies and gentlemen, wait, can you guys hear the background music?
John?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure you're there still. Oh,
okay.
man.
Hang on. Let me turn
A lot
it
of good.
Should I turn it up a bit? Okay, hold on.
Should I take the tarps off? Tarps off or what?
What does that mean? What the fuck does that...
Tarps
tarps!
Remember when you used to put tarps off in the beach?
Should I go light the fuck are those things called? Come on, what are those things called? Should I go light the
What?
Lanterns?
Lanterns?
No. Fuck, man. What are those things called at the front? The
fire.
Yeah. Because
Heaters. We call them heaters.
Yeah, I remember oh my god, I know her name, but I forgot. She has a brother that worked at Venue, and I worked with him too. She twin brother, right? She was one of our bosses, yeah. And I remember when she's like, Gary and Zherka, go light those fucking, those fires.
Yeah.
And then she got so triggered, she's like, look, it's like watching fucking Dumb and Dumber, and she just sent us back inside. But you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Dude, those things were, I was the only one that was able to light the heaters. They were actually hard.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid of that propane shit. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going on my YouTube channel. What's up, Ghost Girl? Thank you for the raid. Yes, yeah, no problem. Anytime. I love you. And by the way, that's my girlfriend in chat, Mark. So, let me just explain to you guys who Mark is. Have you leaked your last name?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I go by Darius. Mark Darius.
Dude, for the first few months, everyone would message me like, "How did you think of the nickname Zherka?" Because they're like, this guy's so smart at the way he trolls. There's no way he actually used his real name.
Oh man, I know.
Yeah.
I still remember. Oh, I miss your YouTube. That's what I miss most about you.
Yeah. But all right, let me introduce you first. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have. I think this is the third club. This is the fourth club I worked at. But we're not going to say names because we don't need that shit, right? The fourth club I worked at, and one of my best friends from and I think about it. I've worked with every team on Granville. I know people from Blarney Stone. I know people from MIA. The whole fucking city. The only place I haven't worked was Caprice. Isn't that crazy? And I'm made for Caprice. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mark. What's your real nickname on the internet?
Mark Darius.
What does that mean? Is it
Darius? Darius is like it's like a Polish name. Dariusz. I'm a Polak.
That's from League of Legends, dude.
Is it?
Okay, Mark.
What the fuck?
Get comfortable. I'm gonna go deep inside your mind. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm always comfortable when you're around.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And you know what's funny? You are known for actually no. You know what? We'll save that. So, Mark.
Yes.
Before we get into you, let's talk about how we first met. Why don't you say how you remember it?
I remember you from before you remember me.
That's
the
not
first time.
Oh my fucking god, dude! The first time I ever met you. Holy shit! How did I forget this? And I said it last time. The first time I ever met you, you didn't let me in the club because I was wearing a tank top. So I had to miss the whole party, and I was in a hotel. And all my buddies said, "Who the fuck is this clown Zherka? Go fight him." And I was like, "Nah, fuck that shit. I don't even want to go in the club." And then I ended up working there. Oh my god, dude! Why didn't I ever give you shit for that? Did I ever give you shit?
I don't know, but that's not my first met. Before that even happened, you were working at the club across the street.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I remember you're standing outside, you're jacked, you're tanned, you're half an inch taller than me. And I'm looking at this guy, you're hacking a dart. And my girlfriend goes up to you and asks you for a cigarette. And you're like, yeah, sweetie, you can have a dart. Who is this motherfucker?
So you came to our club.
The one that's across the street from mine. Remember when you worked there?
Yeah. With the big guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and you were just, that's the first time I looked at some guy and I was slightly, not intimidated, but like, this is like another alpha, like, fuck, you know what I mean?
I remember, it took me a while to realize, but I was so out of my element, so unprofessional when I was offered a job at your club. But the first day I met you, I just shook your hand and you whispered to fucking Amar. You're like, hey, tell that new guy take his fucking hat off. And I was just entering. I didn't even start my shift, right? And as soon as Amar told me that, he told it to me in like a kind way. As soon as, I was like living with Mo back then, like I was homeless. So yo. As soon as Amar told me that, I messaged Mo. I'm like, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking fight the head doorman of where I work, my new place, which is so weird because we became so tight after that. But okay, what about our first shift together? Our first shift ever.
Our first shift, I didn't talk to you much, but some of the other guys started talking to you. Can we talk about the candy incident?
Yeah. Okay. So these boys, I knew two of them from Abdul, so they were comfortable with me. They fucking clowned me. Go.
Yeah. So basically, at first we didn't know how to feel about John because it's like when a new guy enters the pack, it's like you have a team.
Yeah.
You don't know if this guy's when shit goes down, if this guy's gonna have your back, if he's gonna rat on you, if he cares. You know what I mean? If he's just there, So Amar comes up to me and says, he's chewing on this piece of candy and he says, look what I'm about to do. He's chewing on this hard candy. He spits it back into the wrapper, wraps it up, gives it to John. And then John's like, oh, thanks, man. Pops it in his mouth. He's like, this is really good. And the whole team just dies of laughter.
Yeah.
And we tell them what happened. But there's a part 2 to that story. Do you want to tell? And then,
John, not the violent part.
No, not the violent part.
Okay.
I don't know how Amar is so dumb. Yeah. Like 6 months later, you do the exact same shit. You come up to me like, watch what I'm gonna do, motherfucker. You fucking drool all this candy, you lick it, you put it back in the wrapper, and you give it to Amar. And Amar, like, it pops in his mouth, like, this is really good.
You know what's interesting about that is when I grabbed him and I talked to him and I was talking to him crazy, Ahmed's like, yo, Zherka actually gonna fight you and shit. But this is like way, I thought it was funny and then I changed my mind, right? And then as soon as I let go, because I'm like, he's like my little brother. We've been through 2 weeks of hell. It was a bad 2 weeks, right? So I let go, and Mo and everyone's telling me, yo, this is it's a prank. You do pranks all the time. I said, okay, I'll let this bitch slide. But I remember looking him in the eye, and he thought I was joking. He can tell you this, and I have a lot of the Snapchats. I said, I can't hurt you. You're my little brother. But I swear to God, there will never be a moment in your life where I don't interrupt the girl you're talking to and grab her phone number in front of you. And dude, I swear, if you ask Amar, 9 times in a row, any girl he's talking to, I'd push him out of the way. I'd be like, hey, I'm John. And
remember that.
Yeah. And then Ahmed talked to me. He's like, yo, it was cute for 3 times, but like 9 times, like, when is this shit gonna stop? Right?
Oh my God, yeah, I remember.
But Amar's adorable, like, fuck it.
He's just like a sweet, innocent kind of, dummy. But he's a sweetheart. He doesn't mean any wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's wrong with my mic? Shit. Hold on. What if I lowered it, guys? What if I lowered it?
Yeah, we had some good times. I remember you did wheel a lot of chicks. I remember, but a couple times I was like, oh my God, this chick looks like fucking. She's on.
Yeah, you didn't like this one girl I brought to the Champagne Lounge.
I
was in love.
John has a spectrum. Sometimes I'd see him lead with like a 12 out of 10. Sometimes I'd see him lead with a 2 out of 10. There was no discrimination.
Yo, I to this day, that girl you saw me at the Champagne Lounge with, I looked you in the eye and I said, that's my type. And you were like, you could do so much better and stuff. To this day, I still think she's one of my favorites. Isn't that weird? It's just
that is weird. Do you know what I knew shit was gonna happen for you when you got that chick from Texas or whatever to start sending you money through Western Union? It's like 2-3 grand at a time. I knew that's when, like, okay, John's you know what I mean? I don't know how.
Hold on. Your Discord's breaking. But yeah, let me clarify. I actually never mentioned it. She just started randomly sending money. Are you? Hold on. Let me restart the call. Okay, I think the lag is done. What?
Is that good?
Yeah, why are you lagging?
I don't know. Am I lagging?
Yeah, wait, if you watch the stream, hang on.
Okay, I'm watching the stream.
We're in the same city. How the fuck are we lagging?
I don't know. Is it better now?
No, it's like frozen on your face.
What the fuck? Here, let me try moving. Oh, shit.
That's a MacBook, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Why
I can hear it, but damn. All right, go to a different part of your house.
Yeah. I'm gonna move next to the router.
Now it's green screen.
Is it better? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hold on, let me call again. Okay. Why is it so slow and choppy?
Should I close my end and check on you?
Yeah, try that.
Okay. Yo.
Still choppy, damn.
Is it? Let me try one more time. Is this better? Zherka.
Yeah, you can watch on my stream to see it's not really changing.
Fuck.
Close your porn tabs.
It was fine before, wasn't it?
Yeah, what were you doing before you opened something up?
No, I didn't open shit up. I don't know.
Okay, close every tab. X out of everything except this.
Close. Is this better?
Perfect. Let me see you. Okay, that's perfect. Where did you go?
I just went right next to my router.
Okay, Mark. Let me explain to you. Okay, we're back. So my Dead Hexer, this is the YouTube channel. We're gonna cut out that part where he left. Boom, right here. We're gonna capture, okay? And we're back. Yo, that girl was not a 2 because she rejected 8 dudes in the club and it took me hours to convince her to even chill with me. Number 2, the only reason you hate her to this day is because you think I was ditching you and Marco. But, hold on. The whole time she was mad at me because I went 2 hours late to pick her up because I was with you guys. When I brought her there, I talked to you guys more than her. So technically, I never... Yeah.
That's true.
And you wanted her, let's be honest. 2 out of 10. Are you going to do her 2? She's going to see this. You're going to do it 2?
She wasn't... she was nothing special, but you know what I do remember? I remember the nicest thing about John was he always had after parties after work, which I was too tired to go to, but John would always...
Invite.
He was the most courteous guy. He'd always somehow, I don't know how, but 10 out of 10 times he'd find an after party after work and be partying until 6, 7 a.m. He'd always invite me out. And I'd be driving home and I'd text him, yeah, I'm on my way. I'll see you there, dude. I'll see you there soon. And I'm like, fuck that. I'd be in fucking bed.
I once took Amar to one of these parties, and you know after 3 a.m. what kind of parties these are.
Oh, right? I know.
Yeah, and he was shook. He's like, yo, why are there so many biker dudes here? I'm like, yo, it was so
innocent.
But it's so much more for you, because dude, the most dangerous people in our city love you. Have you noticed that? Like, everyone loves you.
Some of them also hate me.
Yeah, a lot of people hate me. Yeah, but you're good at talking to them. You don't like get emotional and shit. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like you are. Why the team was so good at that time, and we're talking like this is the Lakers, dude. why the team was so good is I was the only roaming position, and you were
outside for a while. You were outside with me for a while.
Right, that was how I met you and Hannah, and we bonded and stuff. But
I brought you outside, and having you outside was
the
most stressful thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Having you communicate with the general population was stressful.
Yeah, I swear
it was like having a tiger outside that like everyone loved because it's like, oh my god, it's a tiger. Everyone wants to pet it and touch it, but then like at any second you're like, fuck, is this thing gonna bite someone's arm off?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is like that was the best team we ever had, and dude, I'm talking about Adam being outside with us.
No, at one point Adam got sent inside. At one point, I'm 6'5", 6'4.5", 6'5". I was the shortest one. It was like Zherka 6'6".
No.
What are you, 6'5"?
I think I was wearing Air Maxes back then.
Dude, you were like 6'5", 6'6", 230. There was Big Mike was like 6'7", 280.
Big Mike, and he had the little smart car. He had the smallest.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
And then we had Marco, who was like 6'6", 240. This is me, like 6'4", 230. Like, dude, we were just stacked.
And all athletic. None of us were out of shape. Like, we were at
peaks.
We were all
pro athletes at one point.
So, yeah, what a team. What a team. And it was funny because it was all, besides Mike, it was all fucking trolls outside.
Mike's a sweetheart. He doesn't know how to be mean. But yeah, we were all just trolling everybody.
Yeah. Dude, I used to try and get Mike to cheat on his girl.
We all did, and then eventually broke up. Like, fuck, wait.
You know what's funny? We try that, and then if he actually does it, we'd freak out. We'd be like, whoa, we were just kidding, bro.
Because he's just like a sweet, innocent little baby. We just want to see how far we could push him.
Yeah.
I was looking at the funny story. Remember when we all went out, and I was going to say, you got me back together with my ex?
Whoa, was that me?
Yeah, I remember with you with...
at the lounge.
No, when we all three of us got in the cab together.
Oh, yeah.
You dragged her in the cab with us. And then you started saying, I remember one time you were talking to her. Like, I was like, what is this guy doing? You were talking to her.
I had no idea who she is.
You did, but you weren't talking to her. You knew it was my ex, and you were like trying to boost me, get us back together. You're like, yeah. And we got back together, and we broke up again. But that was so funny. I remember,
Yeah, I remember. She said
we were all partying. Me and you are getting in a cab. You grab her, you drag her in the cab with us, and you start like, "Yeah, why don't you guys get back to?"
Yeah, I didn't grab. What the fuck?
You didn't grab. You told her to come in the cab with us, as in, not like a literal grab, but like you grabbed her, like, "Hey, come with us."
Yes.
But and every time we can't say who she is, but I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna break up." I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Do you know the possibilities if you stay with her? Like, blah blah blah. Like, Mark.
And you know what's funny? Now that it's all done with and you guys aren't together, I can actually say it, is that you guys still adorable together, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, if she was rich or broke, I don't care. I'd rather see you with her, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really out of her league, but what can you do?
It's more funny if you know Mark at first. He means it.
Honestly, I do. It's just
she's a billionaire with a B.
With a B.
Yo,
and look at me.
What the fuck?
I know, I could have had it all.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk too much because last time, I texted you what happened, right?
Did you get in trouble?
She was mad at me, yeah.
Why?
I said something like, and I'm gonna say it again, and it's probably gonna get back together, and she get pissed again. I said like, "Yo, my ex wants to get back together with me." Not the one we're talking about now, but you know the one I had before.
Oh yeah.
The model.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, she wants to get back together with me because I'm blowing up on TikTok." And then somebody recorded that, sent that to her. Be like, "You fucking loser! You think I want to get back together with you?" Because I'm like, I'm clearly fucking kidding. Like, what kind of brag is blowing up on TikTok? I'm almost 30. Like, oh yeah, I'm big on TikTok. You want to get back together with me?
Hold on. Did you actually make a TikTok?
What?
You're actually on TikTok?
Hell yeah, I'm on TikTok.
You're blowing up?
Well, it's just like I'm part of this team that's blowing up. It's called. Can I plug it in or no? Should I plug it or no?
Fuck yeah.
It's very unlike me. It's super dope. It's like PC humor, but it's called the Joy Box, and it's super cool.
And it looks just like Cut. Is it the same one on Instagram?
Yeah. It's all cut up, and it's like little bits, and it's like the guy who edits KB Cuts. He's amazing, and he just does a super good job. They're quick, like 15-second clips.
Wait. Is this like a studio and shit?
Yeah. We have a studio we film in. It's super dope. I mean,
because it looks so professional. The Instagram stuff I saw.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, check it out. The Joy Box on TikTok. It's super cool. Cute chicks on there. We joke around, pickup lines, trivia. Nothing too wild, but it's fun.
I'm afraid to Google Joy Box.
I know. We thought about that, but yeah, the Joy Box on TikTok. Don't be afraid.
Oh, that's great. You know what's funny is out of every dude, think about it, there's like 12 to 20 per team, and I've worked with every team on Granville. Only you understood. You're the only one who understood me when I was saying viral. We just need a video, bro. We just need a video.
John would talk to me every night saying, we're going to be famous one day. We're going to be famous. And I would sit there like, oh my God, roll my fucking eyes at it. Jesus Christ, man. Can you shut up? Can you shut up for 2 seconds? Because John, the John now is, I don't want to say a shadow of his former self.
Yeah, he is.
A million miles a minute, nonstop, like flat Earth, this and that, TikTok, going up, Omega, this, that. I'm like every 2 seconds popping off, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. And you know what? He did it. He said he was gonna do it, and he did it. I'm here to be one of the first people to say, yes. John used to tell me he's gonna go viral and blow up.
Yeah.
And the baby stages of that were Instagram, and I wish we still had that footage, because that was, I'm going to be honest, your early Instagram was your best work. Best work.
It also put me in prison.
The shit you would write was genius. I used to screenshot it and try to use the lines. Some of the stuff you would write was so clever yet funny yet douchey, yet it was like,
and it was always at 4 a.m. right after the club. I'd have some creative ideas and stuff.
And you used to think of the captions for some of my photos for Instagram, and the best one was, we took a picture together flexing.
Hey, careful now.
What?
Which one is it, dude? You're terrifying me.
Oh no, it was just me and you flexing.
All right.
And then you wrote, the caption was, who cares about what's inside when the package is this nice?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Genius. I think one of them was
Is that the shirtless photo?
Yeah, the one we were on my patio just fucking flexing out.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is the girls never hated us when we tell them, hey, we're prettier without makeup than you guys, you know. But now if you say that, it can kind of be like taken out of context, you know. People. Yeah,
they get mad. I mean, it's just like, I used to tell chicks, and it's like, I mean, like I don't want to sound arrogant. Remember when chicks used to tell us that, oh, you guys are hot, you're my type, and me and you used to be like, oh yeah, really? Tall, jacked, handsome, tan, funny, that's your type?
Yeah, what do we get in return?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we getting? You know? Yeah, I don't know what I can and can't say, but I have some theories, but yeah.
Yeah, so there. Well, think about
actually, like what we get in return. Like we have to put in all this work. We have to pick up lines. Yeah. You know, we have to have pickup lines. Why don't girls have stay with me lines? You know what I mean? like you know what I mean?
No,
we have to do all
think about this. You and I come from a world where you'll never ever, except for us two, you'll never see a girl buy the drink in the nightclub. It's so rare, dude.
No, very rare. Because us buying them a drink is a form of validation for them. It's not about them they want to feel, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the weird thing. I do remember this one girl. I'm not going to say her name, but I think you know who I'm talking about. And I ran into her in Celebs, and she's like, oh, just buy my friend a drink. And I knew she's a good person. Like, this is no big deal. She just wanted me to be courteous, but my ego wouldn't. And I'd be like, nah. You know, I'd try to avoid it. And, you know, I had money, especially back then, but I could not buy the drink. And she's like, buy her a drink or we're leaving right now. And at the time, I was like, if I buy this drink, I'm a simp bitch. But all she wanted to know was like, you know, you're playing like, that's like picking up the cab. You know, it's not a big deal for fucking $8, right?
Yeah.
But all she wanted before we go on a date was to know that I'm like a gentleman or whatever. And yo, I let her walk out. I was like, yeah, okay. And I sipped my drink and I'm like, she'll be back. She got a boyfriend.
100%.
She got a boyfriend and never talked to me again. And to this day, I was like, just buy the fuck. It wasn't even for her. It was for her friend. Just buy the fucking drink, dude.
I think it's sometimes sensible for us too. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we don't want to be like, because then you buy the drink and they dip, and then you feel like an idiot. You're like, wow, I'm a fucking simp. You know? Because imagine that scenario. Yeah. Like you're thinking of the one scenario. Oh, I didn't buy the drink and she didn't talk to me. Yeah. Imagine you bought the drink and then she didn't talk to you. Then you'd be like, fuck.
I think I was working at Aura when a girl threw a drink right on my face. Cause she's like, hey, you gonna buy? Are you gonna buy me a drink? No, she said, we're talking, and she's like, okay, sounds like you're gonna get me a drink. And I was like, I said, why, are you thirsty? And she threw the drink right in my face. And I was like, what the fuck? I was joking, dude. But you know that what sucks about that? I don't mind a little liquid on me. It doesn't piss me off. No. But the electronics, you know, like how many cables do we have to switch already and shit? So I got
I know,
I got shit for that.
But, the headset fuck.
But yo, girls in our city are insanely like the nighttime people, because you know I'm not talking about for all women, but I'm talking about the nighttime people. They are so. You know how people say you and I are cocky? They are so cocky, dude. We can't even keep up with that.
No, we can't, because you know what the thing about me and you is like we're cocky, but we also like to make fun of ourselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like we like if you get to know us and we say, oh, I'm tall, I'm jacked, fucking this, that, like it's all jokes. You know what I mean? We get it.
But it's true.
We're trying to be fun. It is true. It's true. Well, people think we're being serious. But we are, but like our intent is everything's based on intent, and I know you. Yeah. You never intend to hurt someone's feelings. Your intention is always to make someone laugh or to make someone happy. And like by us trying to be arrogant, we're trying to make them laugh in like a joking way. Yeah. And some people just don't get our sense of humor.
You know what's crazy is a lot of people talk about this on Twitch too. This is a big topic. The only people who don't get people like you and me, because you and me have friends. People who've punched us in the face are our good friends now. Think about that, right? Yeah. Those guys buy us drinks now. But now, think about, I don't know in your case, but I'm talking for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had people who thought shit they're going to kill me, and now we're just homies, you know? Yeah.
So I'm like, if we are this tolerant with everyone, if you don't get along with a Zherka or a Mark, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, so.
And you know what? People who feel insecure, that's how they operate. They don't want to see anyone. If I was told yesterday, be confident, not cocky. I'm like, what if you're good? What if you're good? What if you're good at what you're talking about? No, be confident, not cocky. I said, confidence is literally the coward's cocky.
Yeah,
that's what I agree with that. That's what.
Yeah. It's just for me. It's just like it's all like it's just so sensitive these days. It's like you can't say anything. You can't say anything like arrogant about yourself. You can't joke. Like everything's off limits.
Which, not to get too philosophical, but I kind of want these simps to kill humor entirely, because I'm like, if you really the world's already bleak, but if you want to kill humor altogether, you're gonna every day wake up crying every day of your life. If you turn on a stream and it's 90% of these people bite their tongue on everything, dude, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna feel like you don't identify with no one, you know?
But I think that's their dream. Their dream is to have all of us equal, so we're like all have like the same chances, like, you know what I mean? Like, if no one's funny and we're not funny, then we'll all have the same baseline, you know? Yeah. That's their dream. They want everyone to be like that.
Well, no, I think they want to control what's funny and what's not, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of.
And the worst part is the most off the color stuff, like the worst jokes are the funniest, but it's just like, you know,
No, you can't say that.
No, I mean, like, not off color. I mean, like, off, like, not like color
like the
jokes.
color.
Yeah, like, yeah. Like, I'm not talking about like color. I'm talking about like, just, you know, just jokes that are like
the way like when we joke with Amar, it's kind of like bullying, but he does it back to us.
Yeah, and it's just like the most sensitive stuff is like I find it is funny, and I mean, the thing is, the only reason my biggest thing is I get lost because when people burn me, I die. I think it's the funniest. I love getting made fun of. Yeah. Like my buddy said, you can't tell, I got a big schnoz. I got a big nose.
Yeah.
My buddy said to me the other day, you're the only guy that could smoke a cigarette in the rain. You get it, right? Because, big nose covered in the rain from the fucking dart. And I died. I just thought. So it's, I think, self-deprecating humor and me making fun of myself and people making fun of me and burning me. Like if it's a good burn, then like he was like, "Oh, you're a jock." I'm like, okay.
I've been on podcasts where like, I met Zherka. His head is huge in person. I'm like, yeah. I was like, to store my big brain, and the streamers laugh, but I don't know if chat's 15 years old in some of these podcasts. They're like, it doesn't mean that your brain is big. Like they actually DM me this, and I'm like, dude, it's a double joke on myself.
Yeah.
Oh, were you making fun of yourself? Okay, good. And I was like, what the fuck? If I have to explain this shit, but
I know.
That's why I think the internet is gonna morph you into just dad jokes, like me. Dad jokes.
Yeah. I watched you a couple days ago, and I was so confused because I was like, who is this? Like you compared to like 2 years ago, I was just like, damn, either John's matured or he's not allowed to say what he wants to say. You know what I mean? But it's just like,
it's like this. It's like this. I'd say the part of me that did change, the big part, is I'm not that bleak anymore. 2 years ago, if you told me, hey John, you're gonna get hit by a bus, I'd be like, I'm not that lucky. You know what I mean? I used to be very sad boy Andy, and now, dude, one lady put extra pearls in my bubble tea, and I almost cried. I was so happy. I was like, I'm grateful now, at least, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, you've evolved for the better.
Yeah, I'm transforming. Soon I'm gonna be on the couch watching you bang my girl.
Cock, yeah, well, okay. And vice versa. I wouldn't mind. My thing is, sometimes. Every now and then, I miss the old John. I know you've transformed for the better, but sometimes, like, man, I miss those Instagram stories back in the day. I would like, when like you see someone post and like their Instagram story up top, it's like, fuck, like you see 30 little dots because they made so many stories. Fuck this person. You just like swipe through the next. I was just like, holy shit. I watched every one of John's stories. Like sometimes John would have like 40 stories on, and I'm watching every single one.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? My buddy Brat and all these guys, they'd say, oh, the story is too long, I stopped watching. But there's these like drug addicts, like coke fiends, right? We meet all types of people from all walks of life, and they'd come up to me and they'd be like, yo, through my sobering process, I hate your stories. I go through 30 of them and I wait for that one that makes me laugh, and that's my hit, my dopamine. I'm like, dude, chill out, dude, because I'm gonna let you down. But I was such a savage. Anytime in the past someone would DM me, thirsty stuff, instead of me hooking up, I used to post it on my story.
I used to do the same thing.
Same thing. But that's snitching, dude. That's snitching.
I would have the common courtesy to like scribble out their name. Yeah. But I would post it to my story.
I used to blur the photo just enough so you know who it is. I used to be so stupid, bro. But I never really got in trouble with that because I guess when you're known for jokes, people let shit slide. But
I never actually found out what was the thing that got you banned off Instagram? Are you allowed to say or no?
Yeah, there's this one time. Okay. There was a lot wrong that got me banned for, mildly. But the big ban, my first ban, was after I fought someone, when the cops are arresting everyone.
I remember now.
I filmed what he looked like after, right? Because he was telling everyone he's going to fuck me up and shit. He was threatening, he was doing all this. So when I filmed what he looked like after dealing with me, was on my story for like months, and then when I went on that Twitch show, I didn't think I thought like 10,000 people are gonna see it. I didn't think it's gonna be like all these people, right? But yeah, and everyone was like, I was trolling so hard they didn't even get it. So some people hated me, mass reported, and you know what's insane? So I know chicks who do the same thing, who have filmed people outside of bars and stuff. They get unbanned within a few days on Instagram. I shit you not.
What? I remember this one thing. Oh my god, I can't even say it. I gotta text it to you. Yeah, but you said something happened. Something bad happened. You filmed it, and then you said something about I guess he should have like video game armor or something.
Oh right, I captioned the guy picking fights at the bar. I captioned he should have bought armor from the NPC, something like that, right?
Yeah. Something like he should have upgraded his armor as a video.
Bro,
I don't know.
He went after me at a party. Came up to me. He's like, "You think that's funny?" And I think I made an HP potion joke,
Yeah.
He's like, yo,
I don't understand video game stuff. But you did some sort of, but it was clever. It was very clever.
Bro, right at the pool table, he comes. He's like, I recognize you. He challenges me and shit. And I said to him, I'm like, your buddies, anytime they see me fucked up and bleeding, they were laughing. Why the fuck? They were posting. I didn't go up to their Snapchats and shit. But man, a lot of stupid times. Okay, so we talked about how we first got to know each other.
Yeah.
What is something that you can say online of the craziest shit? I already know what the craziest shit working with you is. You want me to go first?
Go first.
It was... Actually, you know what? You go first. I'll go first. Okay. The craziest shit that I've ever... First, the mild. The mild one was some lady came up to me and she's like, why are we waiting in line? We're regulars. Like, let me just walk in. And she was like being crazy obnoxious when we locked the gate because, shit was happening.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, just wait right there. We'll be on shortly. And she said, who the fuck are you? You're new. And you turned around to her and you're like, who the fuck are you? You're old. Do you remember that? And in my head...
I thought you said that.
No, you said that, right? Oh. As in, fuck off if you're going to be rude to my boys. And I'm like, holy shit, this is like the first time. But you used to defend every bouncer like this.
Yeah. We take a lot of shit, so... It's just I've never been I've never been rude. I try not to be rude, but it's I don't get when someone's rude to me, to us for no reason. But I get it. It's night. People are drinking, impatient. It's a rough atmosphere. Are you talking about the craziest thing that ever happened? Are you saying while we worked?
Okay, I'm not gonna say the violent story, but there was this one bald guy who was running around ripped, shirtless, 300 pounds. And just decking random people in the face. Do you remember it started at the VIP lounge? And when he got out, he was looking for someone to hit. And everyone's like, whoa, what the fuck? Do you remember this guy?
Yeah, I was outside while this was happening. So I don't remember. I didn't know what happened inside.
The first time I've been terrified. I was fucking... Because I'm like, if you try and restrain this man, a drunk guy will break his hand and he won't feel it. He'll kill you with a punch. So never fight on the street and shit. But this is the first time I was actually terrified because I'm like, I saw him deck 5 people. We barely got him out. I was late to the call, and when I was out there watching, I was like, holy shit, this guy's on a it was actually like the Hulk.
Yeah it happens, man. Drugs and alcohol give you super strength at some point.
And I remember people in the crowd were like, yo, the guy who hit you went that way. Like they were trying to tell him, just go down the street, dude. And he's like, who? All the doormen were like, oh, fuck, dude. But, most of the time, you and I were like the kings of negotiations.
It's way easier to try to talk people down, but it's hard. You guys de-escalate situations, but we had some crazy times. I mean, a lot of the craziest stories we can't talk about on here. But I'm trying to think like a funny story that happened is like a funniest thing.
I'll tell you my favorite story.
Okay, tell me your favorite story.
The guy, I say 7 foot because he's a head taller than me, but he's not 7 foot. Mm-hmm. That got kicked out and he was like ripped clothes everywhere and he spat on me, right? And then he fucking swings on me and I just started the shift and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is the largest guy I've ever encountered in my years of doing this job.
Right.
So in my head, I said, if I'm not full cocky here, I'm dead. Because ain't nobody getting this guy off me, right?
Right.
And it was the easiest fight of my life. But I got in trouble for saying, because I didn't want to restrain him, because, you know, when they're down, they can still hurt you. I didn't want to get close, right?
Right.
So I kind of like, get back up, dude. You know, I didn't say, but I waited for it. But I should have jumped on top. And he got up, and I dusted him again. I remember thinking to myself, like, these things happen rarely, but yo, it's all about luck. You could be the most skillful fighter in the world. It's all about luck, because someone just smacks you from behind. You know.
What about? Remember, it was the night of Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight, and that Irish guy tried to fight you, and you took him down like 4 times, 5 times, but he literally kept getting back up to the point where we were just like, dude, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Like, leave it. I'm like, John, 1 time, down 2 times, down 3 times, down 4 times. And it's like a RoboCop. He kept getting up, and I'm like, he's mangled. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I guess like he was just so amped from the McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight, like that Irish.
Yeah.
I was strong. I was like, oh, this guy's like an animal.
I think I remember this because I did make a joke, like I just beat Conor.
yeah. You always had something good to say, but I'm trying to.
Here's one interesting thing. Have you noticed some of the most brutal guys that can fuck people up, in my experience, has been shorter people. You know what I mean?
100%.
Some
100%.
short guys can fight like no tomorrow, dude.
Low center of gravity, and if you train fighter, if you have any boxing experience or fighting experience, you could destroy a guy that's 3 times the size of you. Because every time, what happens? You're at the club, people are drunk. Every single time, huge overhand right haymaker, and it's just like you see it coming from a mile away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Now that I think about it, if I was never, the only times I ever won is fighting on the outside. When people got really close to me, I was in bad shape. Really bad shape.
That's the, you know, having long limbs. You can't get, like, when you have long arms, you can't get it on the inside.
Poke their eyes and shit. No, I'm kidding. But, all right.
Okay, a couple of the funniest things that I won't talk, like the violent stuff was, but like I've seen, like, you know, people just like crap their pants.
Really?
Remember, like, we're taking people out. They got giant.
Oh my god! There was a feces in the middle of a classy club we worked at. Do you remember that?
Yeah, somebody took a dump while on the dance floor, and like a turd rolled out of their pant leg or something, just on the ground. It was.
Oh, I remember that.
That was tough. Just, you know, people peeing themselves, and I'm trying to think what else. I remember like one time. I don't know if you were there. Like, I don't know what drug this person did, but they just like got completely naked in the middle.
That's usually meth.
I think it was meth.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then someone looks at me, he's like, do something. I'm like, it's this naked chick just dancing, and I'm like,
oh, it's a chick?
Yeah. And I was like, I can't do this.
For me, every time I'd hesitate is when the managers would be like, Zherka, jump in the girls' washroom now. There's shit going down. And I'd be and they'd be like, why are you freezing? And I'm like, get in there. And I'm like, and they're like, no, it's serious. And I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I never felt comfortable doing that either.
Yeah.
It's
usually I just grab. There was one club I worked at in the middle of the city. You know what I'm talking about here, 2 floors.
Yep.
It had a girl bouncer that she was such a good fighter. Holy shit, dude. The blonde one. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. But she was like, never smiled. It was crazy.
No, I remember her. Yeah. You need a girl. You need women to deal with women, because it's hard for us to try to, you know, escort someone out. Yeah. Escort out. If it's chick, it's better if a female does it.
Speaking of escorts, I'm joking. We're not.
Colombia, 2021.
Do we have any in Vancouver?
No, we don't. I've never seen one.
There's one guy from our city always in chat, so he knows what we're saying.
But okay, cool.
There's some rich babes here. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think Vancouver's the #1 sugar baby capital of the world or something.
Yeah, that's why they always go to LA, right?
Yeah. I mean, who am I to judge? If I could do it, I would. I thought about it.
I used to judge until I think it was Serena said, "Yo, no wait, it wasn't. It was you remember Gabe?
Yeah.
Gabe, he used to work for Donnelly.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, instead of being bitter, go on this website, and you can be the sugar baby to me."
I know. Could you like if some like older lady in like LA said, "Yo, just come to LA, bang me a couple times. You could chill in my mansion and use my yachts and my cars." Do you think me and you'd be like, "No, we pop a blue pill and we'd give her and then we'd go rip off LA." You know what I mean? Like,
it's so...
and if we got paid on top of that, I'd be like, buddy, I'd be banging grandmas left, right, and center if I could do it.
The issue is, though, I still couldn't get stiff. Like, I need something better. I need at least a 2. I'm kidding.
If we took a blue pill, I think it would work. Just close your eyes and picture me. I know that's your fantasy.
I worry about pills because I'm like, everyone I know who takes them gets used to them.
Yeah, 100%. But like, if we were in the business of like getting flown out by older ladies and banging them for money and like a lifestyle,
that sounds illegal. Oh, you mean like sugar baby?
Sugar, yeah. If we were like sugar babies, if they took care of us just to give them company and
did they give
whatever?
Did they give us like maybe the first thing we buy with their credit card is a blindfold?
A blindfold, yeah. Like, oh, they just want to be kinky, you know what I mean?
No. All right, yo. Now what is the weirdest shit that happened to you? Just you.
At the club?
Yeah, any night thing. Yeah, because you've worked at bars too, right?
Yeah, I worked at a few. The weirdest, man, off the top of my head, like, what do you consider weird? I've had.
I don't even know what's weird anymore. Like, people ask me, they're like, "Hey, how did you think of Twitch chat when you first joined Twitch? They're so weird, right?" I'm like, not really. Yeah. If you work as a doorman, you deal with chat in person,
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, weirdest thing. Like I've had gross shit, like, trying to help someone, they puke all over me, or.
Oh yeah, I had someone puke on my leg before.
Yeah, and then like you can't leave. You just have to work the rest of your shift with puke on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I was working at, I think it was Aura, and the guy ran up after he felt better, $300 here for laundry, and I said, laundry's a few coins, but okay.
I think one of the weirdest, most embarrassing things that happened to me is like I don't know. It's just like it was the worst. I wasn't wearing underwear, and I went to work because I was in such a rush. It was summertime. I didn't throw on any boxers, and my pants split.
Problems by becoming rich.
Oh, that happens to everyone. Like, what? Is it noticeable in the middle gooch area?
Yeah, exactly. Like, balls are basically hanging out my pants.
Appreciate you, Kush. Yeah, no, that's happened. I think the weirdest thing that's happened to me. One guy threw a bag of meth or whatever, those insulin needles they do meth, heroin or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Threw a bag of needles on me and Nikolai. And I was working at cinema.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking like, yo, imagine during coronavirus if you did that. Like, that motherfucker would be in prison.
Oh, straight up. Yeah, weird stuff like that. I had someone like some homeless guy put it like a sofa. I don't know where he found it. He put it right next to the door and just tried to sit in the sofa.
Dude, I just realized I have the best story ever.
Okay, let's hear it.
You weren't on this Halloween shift, but I had an Impala back then, and do you remember the shirt I used to wear? And some girls would be like, "What the fuck?" It said "fuckboy" on it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
The black one. I had that, $1,000 Versace cologne, so much nice shit in this nice fucking
Gucci hat,
all this shit in this bag, and I left my bag in the front seat for the first time ever. And when I went to my car, it was smashed. The whole window was smashed, and my bag was gone with all gold chains, and I lost a lot, right? And I was so mad. 1 week later, a homeless guy holding a bike, right, walks by the club and goes, "Hey, Zherka." You know how they all know our names. "Hey, Amar, hey." And Amar was Gary was next to me, and guess what the fuck he was wearing? The homeless guy, the fuckboy shirt. And I turned my Snapchat on, and I was like,
I remember this.
Yeah. I was like, "You motherfucker, you broke into my car." He's like, "No, I didn't. Someone else did, and they just gave me this shirt. I'm being used as a scapegoat," he said. And I flipped out, and there's cops right next to us, and they see us arguing, and then they come by, and this stupid fucking cop says to me, "Okay, Zherka, do you want the shirt?" I said, "No, keep the shirt, but like, keep your eye on that guy."
Do you remember? I remember. I was like toward like you know your as you started getting your fame. Do you remember when you had your flat Earth phase? How's that going?
Bro, I remember messaging you and the boys. I'm like, "Dude, the Earth is flat." And then you told me
the Earth being flat became you for like 3 months. That was like
Dude, I used to, all the bottle girls, instead of like hitting them up, "Yo, come out with me and shit," I used to send them flat Earth documentaries. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" And I sent to everyone. And then you told me, you're kind of late on this. I was like late a year apparently.
Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I was like, I knew about flat Earth a year before it started popping off.
It's weird because I hated Hollow Earth, but I really like flat Earth, like reading about that shit. But
it's fun.
It was insane to me. It was.
Are you still a flat earther, or are you moved away from it?
I think so, because check this. Right when I had my awakening for flat Earth, I was sent all that money by some random Instagram girl, right?
Yes, I remember that.
I remember thinking, it's God rewarding me for finding out the Earth is flat, right? And dude, people hate me. Like, my community hates how loner I am for streams. But dude, look how loner I am. I used to, you know me, I used to go cash this money mart. I would go take myself on dates, eat all these chicken wings, smoke a joint at the beach, and I would party alone a lot around that time. And I was always happy, right?
Yeah, you were.
But apparently for social media, this is horrible because you always want to collab.
I want you to deal with your
you
problems
used to be
by
out
becoming rich
7 nights a week, and do you even go out anymore?
Dude, I'm not. It doesn't. When I'm talking to someone and we're laughing at the club, the only thing I'm thinking in my mind is, there's no subs. Why am I even making this person laugh? I'm not getting subs for this. Why am I not home sharpening my stream? You know? But but yeah. And also it's like, you know me, like, I'm kind of unlucky, or maybe I'm lucky and unlucky, and I've done IRL streams at night, and it's been the worst.
You came by work that one time you did the IRL stream.
I actually introduced you to the Joker DTV, the best World of Warcraft player on earth.
Yeah. I was with you and Joker that one time.
But I have so many streams where people try and start shit right on IRL, or they flash something or stuff. So I realized, and you know, that's the only time I get views, if I consistently IRL, right? And I go out. But I remember thinking to myself, I was like, dude, there's something about me that attracts. If I IRL, I'm gonna hurt myself. I'll get in trouble, and if I keep going out, let's say just to party, I always find myself in trouble because of a third party. Yeah. So you do attract that. So if in the morning the first thing I do is stare at my computer, because I'm like, yo, don't go out, because even if you avoid toxic people, they're gonna see you, right?
Yeah. So exactly. My whole thing is, and then another thing is, I remember when I first met you, you were like super gym culture, and I don't feel like are you still about that, or?
I'm so pinner now. I'm the skinniest I've ever been. Like, I'm a bitch. I can't even flex right now.
Yeah. Is that hard for you? Because when Corona happened and all the gyms shut down, like me and you, I identified with being like gym bros and being gym rats and muscle. That it's like I almost, when I couldn't work out for 3 months, it's like I lost my identity. You know what I mean? Do you feel like that? But I feel like you've gained a new one.
Yeah. It's so weird. It's like, I know that if I'm always gymming and up 20 pounds, I'm seriously it's not comfortable feeling. And a lot of people are like to me, oh, just do it for health. I'm like, yo, if Mark and I go to the gym consistently right now for 3 weeks, we're going to be 20 pounds up easily.
100%.
And so people are like, yo, nobody grows that fast. Oh, no, I'm not saying I have good genetics, but I hate sitting on my computer and being that man. I'm sweating talking to you right now. So
we have good DNA. We have good DNA for putting on size.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, the first 20 pounds, and then I'm stuck.
Yeah, we plateau,
But yeah, so I kind of like breathing better and shit, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. When I have extra mass on me, like trying to play ball or walk around, or the way clothes for you, everything's worse. You know, like sitting on it. Like when I'm massive.
Shut up, bitch! You used to be a basketball star.
Me?
Right? Yeah.
I wouldn't say a star, but I was pretty good at ball back in the day.
No,
yeah, I played.
You played in Europe.
I did, yeah.
Isn't that level of cardio a better mark than weights, Mark?
Oh, 1,000%.
So why not just do runs and sprints?
Oh man, like
it's
a pump. You know when you feel the pump.
Yeah.
You know when you like pump it. Like, there's nothing better. You know, there's nothing better than like a crazy pump at the gym. Like running, all that stuff. Yeah, I think running is definitely a better, and like, you know, cardio is definitely a better benchmark of health. But
look, the runner's high I think is better than a pump.
I've never felt it. Fuck.
What the fuck? Yeah, you have after a basketball game.
I don't even think like basketball. I don't basketball game. Think about it. There's timeouts, there's quarters, there's breaks, there's substitutions. Like you're tired, but I don't know if like I think when you're like the way they talk about it, it's like you. I don't know. I don't think I've ever felt it. I've never been running and been like, oh god, yeah, this feels so good. Like I'm like running and I'm like I'm gonna puke. My knees hurt. My back hurts. Like fuck. When is this gonna end?
Okay, but do you feel? How about for roundness? Like, did you feel you're more round with playing that much basketball or weights? Like for your shoulders, arms, everything.
I was definitely rounder when I was with ball because basketball, I was cardio. I was doing tons of cardio, and I still was required to put in hours in the weight room. So.
What, really?
Yeah, I still had to, legs and do everything, just maintain size and strength, and yeah.
Basketball is so explosive that I could see you maintaining a lot of size with it still, you know?
Yeah, definitely mid-season I'd be like 15, 20 pounds lighter than I walk around at, because like dieting and running all day, every day, then...
Do you diet?
Now? No, God, no.
Dude, hold on, are you still in the best part of the town, or did you move?
I moved.
Are you far?
No.
Downtown?
10 minutes away, outside of DT.
How many nights do you work?
I'm not an essential worker, brother. I'm not working any nights right now.
Oh no, when you used to, I mean.
5 nights.
One job or two? When I met you, you were doing two.
2 jobs?
Weren't you? You already had a day and a night job?
Buddy, I had like 3 jobs. Yeah, I was working like 60, 70 hours a week. I was like sleeping 3 hours a night, but I had like I had a couple things. I wanted to buy some property. I wanted to invest. And once I got all those things, then I took a step back, But yeah, there was a 3-year period where I would work till 2 a.m. in the nightlife industry, get home at 2:30, and then have to be back up at my day job at 8 a.m. I'd come home, sleep. I'd get off at 4, go home, nap, work out, head back to my other job. I did that for 3 years straight.
Dude, when I was with you, I used to look up to you because I'm like, how the fuck do you do this many hours and you still have energy to joke around? I was sleeping in some other clubs' couches just to wake up because I was up till 5 a.m. And then, maybe we got to set up at 6 p.m. So I get a few hours of sleep and then go straight to the next one. But dude, you're a workhorse. Holy shit, man. It was,
and what people like, even though the nightlife was technically work, it was like, I got to see all you guys, and like, even though it was work, it was like almost like stress relief because I got to chill with you guys, I got to joke with you. I got to have fun. And, you know, it was almost like it was work, but at the same time, it was like an outlet where I got to chill with you guys and joke around. And, you know, it was like a bonding, brotherhood, and camaraderie. It was fun.
So now you're going to be a creator because you're not working right now, or are you going to keep up with it?
No, I'm going to keep up with it because my whole thing is just like, and now not I want to say like, I do look up to you because you said you were
300 viewers.
But it's not the point. You said you were going to do something and you went and did it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then you stayed with it and you stayed consistent. True. And you're still staying consistent. And it's like I would love to do something where I could be like mobile, like where I could travel and stream or do stuff and make content and like be funny, because you know, like I have this like I want to do like travel stuff, but it's just like, you know, every travel vlog you see, it's like, oh my god, check out this beautiful castle and like these cafes. But I'm like say if me and you were traveling, like I want to do a travel vlog. Like say if me and you, we do a travel vlog, we go to like some city in Italy, and we're like, what do we want to know? We rate the gyms in the city, the food, the chicks, and the nightlife. You know what I mean? For people like us, if I want to know, like if I'm going to Sicily in Italy, are there going to be gyms there? Can I get a brunk in? Can I get a lift in? What are the chicks like? What is the party like? What's the food like? You know what I mean?
I know. And if there's no gym, we find pull-up bars.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll be like, yeah, with this city, we gave it like a 3 out of 10 for the gyms. They sucked. The drop-in was $50. The food was great. Bumble was popping. If you guys need in the city, download Bumble. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do a thing where the second we land in any city, we just start swiping. You know what I mean?
But Bumble's the one where she messaged first?
Yeah, exactly. That makes it so much easier because then you kind of know that she's down for the cause.
Yeah, Tinder sucks, right?
No, Tinder's cool, Bumble's cool, Hinge is cool, but Bumble's just like, it's just like, you know, like if the chick's messaging you, it's like you're already kind of in.
John, this guy has brains, you have the content. Yeah, we're booking a flight. I spoke to my accountant yesterday, and she said all of your travels and stuff are write-offs because
they are write-offs. I'd be like,
as a sole proprietor, like traveling is actually fun if you stream it. You know, like it's
dude,
not taxing.
You think what Greece is open, full blown right now. Like there's no lockdown, no quarantine. Let's fly to Greece and have the time of our lives.
Shit, I'm so tempted. How much is that flight?
People are dying for tourism. Everything's super cheap right now. Like people need tourism. They're like giving stuff away for free.
What about also if you did shows? Because since you're so hardworking, wouldn't streaming make sense for you?
Yeah, no, 100%. And since I mean, I definitely have to sit down and talk with you and pick your brain, and you have to teach me a bunch of stuff. And but yeah, no, doing shows would be dope. I would love to do shows. I'd love to create content, but I don't want to like just create like average. Like I want it to be good. I don't want to be just before I do something. I want to be like make sure it's gonna be good. I don't want like me sitting on my couch like being boring. You know what I mean? I want to do dope shit.
You're gonna love live. The only thing is, if you did go to Greece, dude,
we went to Greece.
Yeah, your streams would crash so much. Anywhere you would do IRL, even in our city, it's the hardest thing. So you'd have to, I guess, vlog it and shit. But imagine if you focused on the dating part of Twitch and did your own show. A lot of people do this. And like I save my social life for the cyber, and it's actually hilarious. Right. You just get people on. We could do dual shows together, and I could actually count on you because you're hardworking.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm always down for the cause. It's funny because people, not that they ask me for dating advice, but it's just like they do, because like I mean, I don't want to say I bat outside of my league, but like I've pulled like the one we were talking about with the billionaire. Yeah, I mean, I think we know how to talk to women, and I think it's just like I think there's such simple little tactics, and the reason why we got along.
I swear, it's you could have like all these degrees and shit. You could even be like a pickup artist. You could be an engineer. I don't want to hear you unless you've had real life experience with lots of people. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it's like I think the like for just a quick tidbit, the number one mistake guys make talking to chicks is like we would always talk about this, and I remember me and you would talk about this. if there's a hot girl, she has 30 to 40 to how many guys in her DMs saying, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, sweet." You have to be the one guy that be like, you're all right. You know what I mean? Because then she's gonna be like, it's gonna be in her brain like, why does this guy not want me? If you're gonna be like every other dude, it's just like upper ass. It's
like, here's a strong tip: if she gets 1,000 messages saying she's beautiful, your first DM to her will be, "Excuse me, why do people think you are beautiful?"
Yeah, something like that. Or you have to do something humorous, like this chick, beautiful girl on Instagram, like posted this like crazy picture, you know, obviously like cleavage showing, like crazy body, and I was just like, "Yo, sick eyebrows," and she messaged me back being like, "LOL," and she started DMing me. You know what I mean? Dude,
I remember when at 1,000 followers on Instagram, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just DM celebrities. One has to answer." And you know, this never happened, but it was some famous fan. I'm not gonna say the name. And she hit me back. She's like, "Oh, you're cute," and I'm like, "Whoa!"
I remember this chick.
Yeah,
she was
they
hot.
don't. They
it
don't.
was a time.
There are some that don't care about clout. You know what I mean?
No, dude, that chick that hit you back, she was like a 12 out of 10.
The tats and stuff, you know.
Yeah, but no, same thing with the chick I used to date before, my ex. She was like a model in LA. I literally just found her on the Discover page, and I sent her a story. I put up a story and I tagged her in it, and it was just like me, like looking around for the Uber, and I said waiting for so and so to pick me up for our Uber date for a seafood dinner.
Right.
And then she messaged back saying LOL, like, "Yo, so reschedule, I guess."
Whoa.
And then I met her up later that trip, and then we ended up dating.
Oh shit! Just like that?
Just like that, yeah. Well, it was tough, you know. I had to fly to LA all the time. She had to come up here. Dude, it was hard. She got mad. I'm not allowed to talk about her because of the thing I posted yesterday, and she just told me, she went off on me this morning.
I just realized, you know, there's a just chatting section on Twitch.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
If we had we are the two hosts, double date with two girls.
That'd be great.
That is a show within itself, dude. That is the best shit. Could you think about it? Internet people with two fucking normies.
Yeah.
That's the greatest shit we could do.
And you like order food for ourselves too, so we're all kind of eating. You know what I mean? Make like a real date.
Hell, dude, they could even give us their address and we can order them food. Now,
yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. We order them food, order drinks. It's like a real date. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And yo, what I love is characters. Like, I realized why I hate a lot of Twitch personalities is they can't switch their character. We can have an alpha stream and a beta stream.
100%.
You can be a beta easily, right?
I'm the most insecure guy. I'm the second most insecure guy in Canada, and I'm so insecure that I know I can't be first because I can't be first at anything. I'm second. I'm hung like a fucking baby squirrel.
Could you be a simp? You know what a simp is?
Yeah. Everyone's a little bit of a simp.
Yeah. Everyone has that week where they're full simp, right?
Full simp, yeah. The right girl comes around and you just become a simp, and then ditch your boys for a couple months. And then, God,
I think the worst thing I did when I was very anti-simp, I'm a hybrid, but when I was very at my worst, I grabbed this girl. We're chilling for months together, and she kept talking about this teddy bear, and I grabbed the teddy bear and I ripped the head off the teddy bear. Right?
I remember that.
I'm kidding, dude.
I remember you.
I remember a story like that, but I swear I didn't do that.
I remember you tore up something and some chick got pissed off at you.
Yeah. You know it was the. Do you remember that at the bar with the bill, tearing up the bill?
Yeah. What was that? Wait, I can't say names.
Because the most badass shit I remember you doing is. You're like, Zherka, rip the bill, right? And I'm like, nah, Marco, do it. And you ripped it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the waitress looked at you and you said something like, I'll see you at my club. As in, I'm going to do you a favor, you know?
Yeah.
You can come in my club and this one will be free. And she's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the hospitality industry. You take care of us, we take care of you. It's always been like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And people forget that.
And I'm
People
like that. I'm
forget
like that.
that.
If I go out and like someone takes care of me when I'm out, then they come back to me and I take care of them. It's just it's the way it is.
Okay. Now the interview is gonna be how I normally do it. Who the fuck was Mark growing up? Grade school, high school, in depth.
Oh man. Okay. Uh. So I was ESL. Like I didn't speak English like grade 1. So I spoke Polish. I started speaking English like when I got in elementary school. So like I think in elementary school I was very like super into sports, but I wouldn't say insecure, but like shy and like timid, and like through my early years, and then as I don't want to say as I started getting better at sports, I started getting more arrogant. But as I started getting at sports, I started getting more confident. And then going into high school, I kind of just blew up. I had this big growth spurt. I went from like 6 foot to 6'5",
Grade
6'4", grade 8.
Oh shit! What
So
the
this
fuck?
giant growth spurt, and then like I could dunk a basketball in grade 8. And then I got this like type of swagger about me, like scouts were coming to watch me. I was
Wait a
like the
minute.
top.
How big
Huh?
were you in grade 8?
I was 6'5" in grade 6'4.5" in grade 8. I went from 6 foot to 6'4.5" in grade 8.
I was 5'9" in grade 8.
I had a crazy growth spurt. And everyone thought I was gonna be like 7 feet tall. And then it was just easy. I was tall. And then I was taller than everyone. I was able to dunk. Like I don't want to say a big deal. I was good at balls. So I was getting a lot of attention. And then and I love to joke. And I started becoming. I was in high school. I was like a jock, like high fives, slamming beers, chest bumps, dunking.
Yeah.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Getting people to do my homework for me, like skipping the line at the cafeteria, slamming hot dogs. It was just like I almost want to say. I tell people I peaked in high school. You know what I mean? It was fucking just like a slow descent after grade 12. I just, grade 11 came around. I started pumping weights. I started like hitting, puberty. I was bigger than everyone. I was like dyeing my hair. Like it was like almost like a mild Dennis Rodman transformation. And then so I was like the man. And then I went over to Europe to play ball, and I got my fucking ass handed to me on like a silver platter. And it was an extremely humbling experience. It was like
In the game.
damn. Like I just went from being the man, like big fish, little pond, to like being little fish, big pond. It was just like I was playing with like pro guys. They were great, like some of the best in Europe.
Yeah.
And I was like, geez, I suck. And then I transformed to like, okay, now I have to find my role again. I gotta, I'm not gonna be the scorer. I'm not gonna be the man. I'm gonna be coming off the bench. And I had to like swallow. That was a hard pill to swallow for a bit.
What about grades? Were you a good student?
Yeah, I was on roll. Like my thing to this day that nobody believes me. I grew up in, where I grew up. I grew up in like the shittiest part of town. I mean, they're not from Vancouver. Like, we're from Wally. It's like
I'm Guildford, dude.
Yeah, I know. We grew up hella poor. Like we were immigrants. We came to the country. We were like hella poor, and this is not a lot of people believe this. I'm not trying to just be like a suck up, but I knew the only way I was gonna get out of that situation was if I just like through like sports or something. I till this day, and about this, John, I've never tried a single drug. Like I never even had a sip of like a puff of a cigarette. I've never done anything.
Yeah. Wait, you're not even that big of a drinker. Beers and.
I like to have beers. You know me, when it's me and you and the boys, I like to start slamming beers, shotgunning, have a little fun. But yeah, for the most part, I'm not getting drunk all the time. But
hold up. Has jonzherka ever tried a drug?
I think jonzherka is a drug. You know what I mean?
The worst comment I ever got joining Twitch is someone said, I forget which drug they said. They said, all right, they're like, if cocaine was a person, it would snort Zherka.
Dude, 100%. You're oh, I don't know now, but back in the day, you were like, yeah, you were definitely infectious to be around. You were just like, go, 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 and like it wasn't like it was from like it would go from like the topics were like when you used to talk, it wasn't like a smooth transition, like oh like girls, then dating, then marriage. It was like chicks, partying, weight room, flat earth, reptilian shapeshifters. Like it was like what? What's
some
going on?
ADHD, right?
Yeah, but it was good, and that's why you're. That's why.
No, it was a little unbearable, in my opinion.
There was certain times where at the end of the night, after like a long night of working, and you were just in my ear, I was just like, I just had my hands in my face.
Yo,
and like,
Mark, we can go viral, bro.
Like we could go viral, Mark, and like because, and then if you do this workout, and then, dude, we're gonna do that. Let's do YouTube. And I was just like, dude, I'm just like so stressed out trying to eat my pizza. I'm like, God, please shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. But
dude, my favorite memory ever is, well, Hannah used to hate me, but when she was coming around, you know, when she was being more friendly,
that was the craziest try. You went from Hannah went from saying "don't fucking touch me" to just being super tight with you.
I know. I'd be like, high five, don't touch me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, she's so dope, man. She's awesome. But I remember I was trying to impress her, and we were eating pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you said to me, "Hey, Zherka, what would you do if I fuck your bitch?" And everyone's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Damn, now we're even." And then you held it in for like 2 minutes. Marco and everyone started laughing, and then you finally laughed. I was like, "I love this guy, dude. I love this guy." This was the first 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
And, man, that pizza shop upgraded. Did you see?
Yeah. The guy sold it though.
Oh, the Turkish guy?
Yeah. Uno, he sold it.
No way.
Yeah. He moved to Seattle. He's gonna open a pizza shop in Seattle.
Dude, there's this one guy, fuck, man. Who am I thinking of? We worked with him. He was, oh, fuck. Okay, no. How about the legend of Dido? Do you remember Dido?
Yeah, Dido. Dido is hilarious. Dido is about like 5'2", but he used to just take
Lebanese
people out.
legend. The coolest thing I saw this motherfucker do, right? He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Zherka, you've been working here for years. I got him the job." He's like, "Oh, okay, you have some fights under your belt, right?" And then I'm like, "Yo, I know you're nervous and new and blah blah blah." Dude, when some guy tried to fight him, the coolest thing I've ever seen this guy. He's like 5'5", right? He's like, he's like this. Bah, bah. No, it was like this. The coolest thing I've ever seen. This
Superman
Lebanese
punch.
guy.
I think Dido do a Superman punch once.
Yeah, but this time he was protecting the door with a cigarette in his mouth, no fear, his first fight ever, and he's like, bah, bah, and he just, with a cigarette in his mouth. I remember thinking, like, I'm so proud I hired this kid. And then he quit the job, though, right?
Yeah, he started doing other stuff. What is Dido doing now?
I'm not sure. I hit him up recently. I want to get us all back together. Where's Gary at?
Let's not go there. Let's keep Gary out of this.
Okay. Amar still with you?
Yeah, I still chill with Amar. Amar's just same old, you know.
Is he working there?
Yeah, Amar's still around. He's still chilling. We still have good times.
Man, fuck, dude. Okay, let's focus on you though. All right. What is your life philosophy, Mark? And you can take your time. I have music playing. You can actually think this one through, because this is uploaded for eternity.
Oh man, my life philosophy is just okay. So I used to be super stressed out. Like, remember I used to work like 70 hours a week. Just like about financial stuff, like investing money, this and that, and you know, like it got to a point where I was working so much, and I said like I had nice cars, I had a nice apartment, I had all this good stuff, but I'm like, what the hell is all this for? If I'm like working all the time to maintain this shit, and I'm not even really enjoying it.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I just said, what do I like to do? And I like, this is gonna sound super jock, you know, like I'm an airhead, but like, you know, John knows me and John like to read and talk about conspiracies and know what's going on with Earth. But like the 3 things I enjoy to do is I love to tan, not in tanning beds. I just love to be in the sun on the beach. You know this.
Maybe a little olive oil.
Maybe a little olive oil, right?
Fuck yeah.
John used to lotion up my back when we used to go to the beach.
I wish I could say cap, dude.
And I just think you have to just do what you like and not worry about money or materialistic shit. But if you're into that, then that's cool because that's what you actually like. But I think you just gotta find what you do, because I think we get like stuck in this like mindset that we're gonna live forever. But it's like, yo, you're gonna die one day, and it's like you want to be like 60 and being like, oh well, now I can do what I want. I'm retired. It's like you gotta do what you want now. And I know it's easier said than done because everyone's got bills, everyone's got stuff to pay, but it's just like I'm trying to just do what I want. Like what I like to do is like I like working. Like people used to tell me like, oh, how long can you work in the nightlife? Like I love working in the nightlife. Like I'll work it as long as I can.
Yeah.
And
as a matter of fact, there's like 40-year-olds that work there.
Yeah, and it's like people like, oh, like, and people say like, oh, you're just a doorman. I'm like, but I don't like people judge what I do, and but like I don't care. Like you just have to at one point you have to stop caring. I'm like, okay, well, I work at night for a few hours, about 5 times a week. I get to sleep until 11. I get to go to the beach 5 days a week, and while everyone else is working, and I have a chilled, laid back life. And yeah, so like I said, I like to tan, I like to lift weights, and I like to just play ball and travel. So it's like that's what I try to do. I'm trying to just do as much as I can and not worry about the clothes I wear or the car I drive anymore, or you know what I mean, or having the crate like a penthouse. All those things are obviously nice, but I think if you I think you just gotta focus on what you really enjoy doing.
Yeah, actually, if you wind it back, most of my greatest moments are not my big trips. It's like that pizza shop moment. Small shit. Yeah. It's so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Just have like surround yourself by. I think everyone's in this rat race where it's just like I think like media and everything's like you gotta have the newest iPhone. You have to have the nicest car. You have to have the best clothes. And they make you feel like if you don't like if you have last year's iPhone, like well now your iPhone's not good enough. It's like materialism, consumerism, constantly buy this, buy that, and then like you become prisms. Like you get this really expensive cell phone plan, then you get a nice car, and you have a car payment, and then you have this really expensive rent, and like now you're just working all the time to just maintain that you buy things to own, and then the things own you eventually because now you have to work all this time to
sustain that level.
Yeah, exactly. It's like obviously if you make a ton of money, you can afford all those things and you're still enjoying what you want.
Dude,
all the power to you. But I think a lot of people try to live outside their means to try to impress people and to show a certain lifestyle that they, you know.
That's why I say I'm like, you don't get where I'm coming from until you realize Mark and I are happier than all the millionaires in our club.
Yeah.
And it's weird. 100%. If you see them, they drink their sorrows.
It's not even about being happier. It's one of those things where it's like I would be doing the same stuff if I had $100 million in the bank, or I have had like $2 in the bank. Yeah. I'd be at the beach chilling. Yeah. I'd be at the courts playing ball. I'd be at the gyms lifting. You know what I mean?
One thing that's
I might be doing it all in a Lamborghini, but I'd still be doing the same activities. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? I don't even like as much as I enjoy Lamborghini, and shout out Brooke for letting me. But yo, as much as I enjoy Lamborghini, most of it is just to flex on bitch haters, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, me and you don't even. It's hard for us to fit. I've been in a couple Lamborghinis, Ferrari. Dude, those cars are too small for us.
Whereas you give us a Dodge Caravan, that's what? We got 6 seats, 6 girls?
Hell yeah.
Mark on the lap? Woo!
My dream would be just like have one of those old Volkswagen.
I know what you're talking about. The Scooby-Doo.
Westphalia, yeah. And just me and you or like a homie, just do like a road trip through the States, you know, down through the California coast, just chilling, meeting cool people, you know, having drinks, chilling.
I have this fantasy where we do Burning Man. I've never been.
I've never been either.
I'd love to go. That would be a road trip, dude.
Yeah, I think, just do dope shit like that. Go to Burning Man, just experiences, you know, like when you're 80, like you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, oh man, I'm glad I worked all those hours. Or you're gonna be like, yo, I went to Burning Man, I did some dope shit. I would like, you know what I mean?
We have a babe in chat named Anuvi, and she's inviting you to Portland. She says, come to Portland.
Portland's a little wild right now, but as soon as the borders open up, I'm down. quick fact about Portland: it has the most strip clubs per capita in all the states.
Really?
And it's got a lot of great breweries. So yes, I would love to come to Portland. And it's got no tax. And it's got the Nike store. So there's a lot of dope stuff about Portland. I think they got a donut shop too, a famous donut shop.
What? How do you know that? Dude, when I went to Portland, I was like, where's the exit?
It's, yeah, I can see where you could think about that. But yeah, Portland's like, it's got like a cool hipster vibe. But yeah, I didn't know this, but it's got the most strip clubs per capita.
Okay, we going. We might not even see a newbie.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying we'd be busy at clubs. And,
oh yeah.
I do remember we had a doorman party where we went to a strip club.
We always went to the strip club for our doorman parties.
That was so much fun because people don't understand. It's like going to a temple. It's so peaceful.
We got Ahmed his first lap dance. Remember? Never had a lap dance, and then I was just like, he's just like, after he was done, he's like, I still smell like her. Oh, that was great. Good times.
Whatever happened to the Trump Tower?
I want you to deal with your problems.
They closed it right away.
Rich.
No, I was open for like a year, and then they shut it down. I mean, Vancouver's not like a party nightlife town, like, you know.
Yeah, I went there like a few times, and I was like, why am I going? Thank you, Ray. Oh, Ray, 77 people. Thank you, Dean. I remember thinking, I'm like, the only classy club I've ever liked is the one with you, and then usually the more ratchet ones are for me, you know.
More fun. I mean, you know.
Yeah, because like people like.
No, because like the thing is, I don't want to say it, like, me and you are like, I don't want to say we're ghetto, but we grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
And is it me? But you almost feel uncomfortable when you're like a place that's too nice. Like everyone in the room knows that like, yo, these guys are hood. They shouldn't be here. Like they sense it off us. You know what I mean? I almost get uncomfortable when I travel to Europe. Like I legit like staying at like hostels more than nice hotels, just because like I stay at really nice places, and they're like,
yeah. Dude, Wyatt was like, yo, did Zherka die off? We haven't seen him. Where is he? I'm going to Google him. Oh, shit, he's in LA. He's living it up. And I was in this fancy LA party and shit. And, you know, when people know those drinks with the fruits and shit, I'm like, yo, I don't belong here, dude. What the fuck is this shit, dude? I don't belong here. And these people talk to me about their problems like, well, I had a ravioli lunch, and I realized that's not how you make ravioli, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about here? You know? Like,
exactly. Just it's like there's a divide where it's just like, you know.
I think that's the important thing about money is it can just give you more freedom, but actually, I don't want to be around these like high aristocratic type people. Fuck out of here. I don't want any of these fancy people around me. You know?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's like I feel like. I don't know how to say they judge us, but
no, it's like it's kind of like going to TwitchCon, talking to a 1 million follower Andy that's never experienced life. They've just streamed, and then they flex on you, and I'm like, what are you flexing? You were flexing a 15-year-old audience. What are you flexing, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean. Yeah, no, it's I think people get lost in the sauce, you know what I mean? At one point, it's just like, oh, man, I don't know. But at the same time, I'm like, to each their own. I try to be like, oh, man, you got to experience the world and travel and do cool shit. But it's like, just because that's what I like doing, maybe some people don't like traveling. Like, you know, maybe some people don't want to be in a plane for 12 hours and be in a foreign country. Or I like to be in hot places. I like the traveling. Some people don't like being in the sun. Some people don't like being hot. Like, I personally love being on the beach. It's not for everyone, you know. So sometimes I gotta, okay, Mark, like just because you're into this doesn't mean everyone should be into this. You know, I have to take a step back.
Here's the deal. You have abs year round, so obviously you'd say that. But some of us have to go through complicated 7-8 week processes to even look tight. So yeah, the beach is not always great, dude. But we
and that's another thing. Yeah, just because I enjoy it and I like just being tarps off and walking around shirtless and getting my tan on. I understand that's not for everyone.
All right.
Sometimes I get lost in that. I forget that I'm like, oh, well, how could you not like this? How could you just be sitting streaming all day? But just like I like the beach, some people might like streaming all day. So it's like I have to take a step back and realize that to each own.
you're gonna see that a lot of funny shit is gonna happen with streams, and it gets addictive after a while. Although you don't get burnt out from it. Like I always end my stream wanting to stream longer. Never go burnt out path. I used to do that, but
that's why we kind of scared because you were telling me, Mark, you gotta get in this, you gotta get in this, and I'm like, okay, I'm down. And you're like, I'm like, how often do you do it? Like I do it 6 days a week, 14 hours a day. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I could do that.
There was a time where I was doing these fire streams, and I would have a guest after a guest after a guest, and then I'd grind 3 days and then stop 2 days, and it was so stupid. But you're smart. You do a schedule, and then we do dual streams. But we're not done with you yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you: have you ever been in love?
Ooh, great question. You know, I have I want to say yes, but so last couple, like, because obviously, like, I just broke up like 4 months ago again with I've had a couple girlfriends now, and I kind of did some like not soul searching, but I kind of thought about did I actually love these chicks, or did I want to just prove something to myself?
Yeah.
Like, and I broke it down, and I talked with some like close friends, and I'm like, I don't know if I actually ever liked these chicks. I was like always wanted to. I don't know if it's like insecurity of mine or what it is, but like let's just say the girl I used to date before, the billionaire, right? I'm like, did I like her, or did I want to just prove that some kid from the hood can end up dating a billionaire? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once I did it, it's like now, okay, well now I proved I can do it, and now I'm just in a relationship. I'm like, did I ever want to be in a relationship, or I just want to prove to myself and to everyone that I can do it? And now you're kind of like 6 months in, 7 months in, you're kind of doing it. It's like, well, I did it for all the wrong reasons. And then my last chick, like a model from LA, and I'm like, did I really want to be with her, or did I want to prove to everyone that like,
yeah,
I could pick up a model chick in LA, and you know, even though I'm living in Vancouver, and like I like just show everyone like how good I could wheel. And then I start dating her. I'm like, well, fuck, did I actually like this person, or I just want to prove to myself and to everyone else?
You're Chadzilla. What an issue to have. I've noticed though, like the 9 you're with is never more fun than the 7.
No, never. And it's you know what? Do I think I've been? I really, my last girl, I really liked her. Yeah, I could like but it was bad timing. She was a lot younger than me. Not a lot. Like I'm almost 30. She was like 20, so it's like a 7-8 year difference, and it was just bad timing. I mean, and then we were trying to make it work. Like she was trying to come up here, like America versus like trying to like work out citizenship, and like the fact that she was American, I was Canadian, was super tough, and it was just bad timing. So we decided to end it. But
one thing I loved about her is when she said, "Oh my God, you're just like Mark." And I was like, you know, that's the greatest compliment. I know you guys like broke up and you're saying it in a bad way. That guy works 3 fucking jobs, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, people think I'm a bag of shit just because I post like I like making funny captions. Like I'll post a picture of myself like shirtless flexing. I'll be like, low self-esteem ? You can rent my ego. You know what I mean? But I'm just doing that to try to make people laugh.
Yeah. Well, the only people
like if beauty were a crime, I'd serve 1,000 life sentences. Like, I don't actually.
That's from me. I swear I
did. That's from you. That's 1,000% from you.
I swear I posted that. I swear.
I stole that one from you.
But all right. So now my question to you is: would you drop everything you're doing if your streaming started to pop off after you're consistent with it?
1,000%. Yeah,
really?
100%. 100%. I would. Yeah, if I was consistent with it, I would go all in, because it's my dream. It's my dream to be able to, like, make people laugh, chill with people. And my thing would be like, I would want to stream, do like a travel stream. I know you're saying it's hard to do it because it would crash all the time, but I would love to do something like that.
What about from home though? In the beginning?
No, from home, 100%. Like, can I? 1 second. Can I talk? Can I go off the balcony and toss the keys to my boy really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just 1 second.
I'm a polite guy. He's usually not this polite. It's because he's on stream.
Wait, what's that? The back balcony.
John, conspiracy stream with this chat. I actually want to do double dates with this guy. Like, they'd be us two girls live stream in a show format, it would be so funny, dude. As he's the golden boy. Everyone loves this guy. You two have good chemistry. If I ever had a best friend besides Brad, yeah, right here. John, don't let this guy go. He's your golden ticket. Yeah, no, always make content with real friends.
Hey, sorry.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, no,
Jones
I would. Sorry to cut anybody off. Did I cut you off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. I would love to start streaming. Yeah, I would 100%. You know me. Like if I do anything, I go balls out. I go 100% into it. And especially now that I have. The thing is, I work nights. So I have all day, every day to stream as much as I want. And all I do is just work out, go to the beach and tan. So if I could do something productive, I would 100% start doing stuff with you and collabing with you. And a couple months ago, I hit you up and I wanted to start collabing and doing fun stuff.
Yeah, and Ego says you're hot.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like a friend request?
Are you talking to me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure. I'm still. Oh shit! She sent me a friend request.
You don't want to say yeah, sure. She's in chat, dude.
Oh yeah, I would love that. I don't really know what's going on here. What is this? Wolf of Wall Street. There you go.
No, the wrong chat. Twitch chat.
Okay, yeah. Do I accept right now? Like, I don't know what's going on. You want me to do it right now? I'm super.
She's a legend, dude. Legend. Such a good person.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you'll have to show me how to do that after because I'm super green. But I think. What about I've lately been getting into food challenges. What if me and you try to eat like dummy, let's try to do the gallon of milk challenge live, or
dude, that's a puke challenge.
The one chip challenge, or let's see how many. The other day I did a challenge. I did on my YouTube. I did the McDonald's challenge. We tried to do 4 double quarter pounders, 4 large drinks, 2 large fries, and 20 nuggets. We tried to do an hour and a half. And
why can I pick different burgers to change it up?
Yeah, you know what? I 100% would have finished double quarter pounder, just 2 disgusting fat patties. If we did Big Macs, we would have killed it. But I think it'd be funny if we did food challenges and stuff too.
I'm down. Holy shit. Okay, one guy said you're Zherka. This is your golden ticket. They love you, dude. Isn't that crazy?
That'd be dope. I mean,
what about when you solo stream too?
Yeah.
Because streaming is you have to. If you're not consistent, you can't even take a break for a few weeks. It's horrible for the channel.
No, exactly. It's like anything. You have to build up a clientele, and you have to be consistency is key, right?
Yeah. Someone asks, are all bouncers handsome? No.
Me and John.
No, most bouncers look like the Thing from Fantastic Four. You know what I mean?
You know what? No homo.
You can't. You just shouldn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. I didn't mean that. But what was I gonna say? We had a beautiful men working with us at 12 West.
Who are we thinking of?
What do you mean? You're a good-looking guy. I'm not gonna pump my own tires. Marco was handsome.
Mike. Oh, okay. We had a lot.
Alan was handsome. We had a good-looking crew. Not only were we tall and
it was
strong,
just a bunch of
you all. And I can say that I don't I don't have a problem saying a man is beautiful. We had a beautiful group of men working. That's why the girls also love us.
A bunch of Chads and Amar. If Amar sees this, I'm joking.
Low key, Amar's kind of good looking too.
I know. I always have one guy I hate though. I'm kidding, Amar. Yeah. I'm joking, Amar. Actually, should we change to Gary?
I don't even know if Amar even has a. I don't know if Amar even knows what Twitch is.
Yeah, is Ahmed in Dubai?
Ahmed's in Jordan.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. My next question is, who is your role model in life? Maybe from your teen days. I don't know.
Man, my role model. That's a tough one. My role model growing up is I guess even though we don't get along, it was probably my dad, just because he was such a grinder. Like he did everything. Even though like me and dad, I don't like still to this day don't really have a great relationship. He just did everything he could for us, me and my mom, to have everything. Like he went away, he moved to a different province, worked like 2 weeks on, 3-4 days off on the oil fields, just so I could like have basketball shoes and have basketball camps and like be able to do whatever I wanted to do. And then my uncle was also a huge role model of mine because he was just so funny. Everyone in my family always thought he was so funny. They loved him, and he was just like always had a sense of humor. No matter how bad the situation was, he was always joking. And so yeah, those two people kind of combined. My dad and my uncle were kind of like, I get my hardworking self from my dad, and then from my uncle, I get like the humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, uncles are usually like way funnier and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Every uncle I ever had said that I'm gonna become a spiritual leader, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so when they saw me streaming, they're like, "Weren't we right about you?" I'm like, "Spiritual leader? These guys, all they do is kick W." There's an e-girl that says in chat, "You have daddy issues." What do you have to say to that?
Me?
No,
I have daddy issues?
not you. Yeah, you.
No, not really, because it's like it's not that we don't get along, we hate each other. It's just like we're just different. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, like I said this before.
We don't have a lot in common. You know what I mean?
I got eaten alive when I said this before. I'm like, yo, boys are tighter with their mom.
Oh, 1,000%. My mom is my homie. We're best friends.
Yeah, like you can tell anything to your mom, but your dad, you know, he'll.
I can tell anything. Yeah, my dad's like my dad's older. My dad's like my dad had me at 40, so he's a lot older than me. So we have like a kind of a disconnect. But he's like a huge supporter. Like anytime I tell him, I'm like, yo, I want to rush the soccer field at a soccer game with like my YouTube channel across it. He's like, do it.
Oh,
just
really?
like call a lawyer in the country first to make sure.
Dude, my parents are like extreme, not extreme, but very like lefty, kind of like Twitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are they? No, my parents are not. They're like super vulgar and just say it how it is.
Oh yeah. But they're like that's what I wonder. I'm like, why are they so soft-toned and I'm so you know what changed? Yeah. And then a lot of people said, Zherka, you must have been traumatized or some shit. Something changed.
Yeah, I don't know. Because your brother is very soft-spoken. You guys are like polar opposites.
Yeah, which is weird. Growing up, he was the Zherka hyper. Now he's so chill, and me, I have to do everything in my power. You know, like how before I go chill with people, I have to play Zen music to calm myself down.
Oh yeah,
because I don't want to be too offensive around someone.
Right.
How stupid is that, right?
Well, I don't feel like you are anymore. I feel like you toned it down like crazy compared to what you used to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching you now on your stream compared to before. Like even like before I started doing this, I started watching YouTube of your old stuff, and it's just like, yeah, you've done almost like a 180. It's insane, but it's dope.
Yeah, well, 3 bands will do that to you.
Yeah, it's so funny. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Nez. You know Nez, right?
Yes. Dude, she's doing great now.
Huh?
She's doing great now.
Yeah, she's doing really well. And what's it called? She's just like, I'm like, yeah, like John's like changed so much and he's doing great. And then she said the exact same thing. She's like, yeah, 3 bands will do that to you.
Dude, I hope she pops off big time, because I'm like, from all the girls, this one was so solid, like such a good I always have issues with people, but never with her, so I'm so glad, right?
Yeah, no, Nez is dope, and she's helping me out too. She asked me to come on her stream with her. She's being super nice, super helpful.
Yeah.
She wants to do stuff with me and like do it like a podcast type thing for my first thing, and she's being super supportive. She like helped me set everything up. So yeah, it's dope that there's like, what's up?
You're hardworking, you have life experience. What you want to focus on is having the meat and potatoes, your podcast. You always want to be able, think of Joe Rogan now. What do you think of Joe? He has proven to the world that a creator, even though he's with Fox and Hollywood and all that, he's proven that if someone has enough strong guests and is a proven strong creator on YouTube, they are worth $100 million for Spotify.
Right.
100, and he backed away kind of from the TV stuff, if you think about it.
Yeah, he left Fear Factor and
Do you buy that though? 100 mil?
That's on Spotify. That's what he's at.
That's like some ninja paycheck.
Well, he evolved, right? He redesigned himself. He went from being like UFC to Fear Factor to revamped everything and started this out of nowhere, right? He had to reinvent himself.
Yeah, and I like watching him because I'm like, I don't mind if you're always afraid to step on toes, you're a pussy. But if you're stepping on toes by accident, you're an idiot, like me.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the way Joe speaks is such an inspiration to me because I'm like, he's found such a good path, but I won't call him a middle ground. Like some people call him a centrist. I'm like, no, he ain't no centrist. The guy is a fucking hunter. You know what I mean? Yeah, but 100%. He found a middle path where he doesn't really have to deal with bullshit as much at that level.
So, well, yeah, you're never gonna get you're never gonna have an audience that completely agrees with you or completely disagrees with you. I mean, it's gonna be like you're gonna always say something that's gonna upset someone, no matter how no matter what it is. Not everyone's gonna agree with it.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. Have you seen his audience? Like, they go after Brendan Schaub all the time, right?
Yeah, they do.
And
it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, like the shit they come up with. Sometimes I think those comment sections are better than any comedy special I've ever seen. Ever. Like there's this one where he's interviewing Francis Ngannou and someone commented, Brendan trying so hard not to think of his cock. But anyways, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm actually really proud of that guy too, because like he doesn't let it get to him because he knows no one will say it to his face, you know?
Schwab,
yeah.
Yeah. No, he was great. He's hilarious. He did a show in Vancouver a couple months ago before COVID started.
Really?
Yeah, no, he was here. He was staying at the Trump Hotel. It's on his podcast. He talks about staying at the Trump Hotel in Vancouver, and he went to the Keg across the street. And he had a little experience there, and it was a pretty funny story. You should check it out.
The only person I've ever heard about is, I bet I'll make you laugh, Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, he was at our spot. He was in town.
Don't say what he's doing, but wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Did you hang out with him?
I wish. Everyone except me.
Yeah, I know. So, but have you seen Brendan Schwab, that podcast he did with Bobby Lee?
No, is it good?
Oh my god, it's hilarious. I was crying.
Damn, I'm not watching anything lately. Like, as much as I create, I need to consume. So I need someone to refer me to shit. Like,
I'll send you
my best friend is this YouTuber named Talk to the Hand. And anytime I'm trying to be productive, he will link me some crazy conspiracy shit, and I'll go down the rabbit hole for like 3 hours. And then, when I know it got bad, at one time I was getting BJ on my phone looking at conspiracy. And when I told that to Eden, he said, okay, it's got to stop. So all this shit's got to stop.
Conspiracies or the BJ?
It started when I was trying to show them the conspiracy. It just started. I guess she's like, I'd rather do anything else. But
right.
Yeah, it was so great, dude. Oh man, if I could take you to TwitchCon, dude. TwitchCon, imagine a world where everyone is 5'1".
Oh man.
No, but TwitchCon is so much fun if you do it the right way.
Oh, I saw your videos on YouTube at TwitchCon. It looked great. It looked like you were killing it.
Yeah, it's you don't even have to plan fun. Fun will find you. Like I would plan to go get food, and I'd run into there's some funny people, Yasuo and all these League streamers I met, and they're so funny, dude. But man, if I could get you and Slicker at TwitchCon, holy shit. And
Tarps on or tarps off?
And train. Holy shit. The only thing you're not going to like about the internet, YouTube or Twitch, is there's only really one guy like us. And there's this guy named Trainwrecks TV. This is the only guy you will ever feel comfortable with. Everyone else, like a snake rat in the grass.
Okay. So, how do you feel about the Nelk Boys?
100% content gods. I'm not the kind of guy that watches the vlog because I feel I'm too old for that. But I watch the good parts, right? And
The
dude,
prank.
that one where the guy is taking his shit in the classroom call. Holy
Oh my god,
shit!
classroom calls are genius. Like I don't know how they keep coming up with this stuff, but everything they come up with is like grade A.
Yeah, or the whole. Sorry, am I shouting? I'm too close to the microphone. The whole. I'm always shouting. The whole. Shut the fuck up, mom! I'm in a class.
Yeah,
oh
great.
man, I was dying, dude.
But you know what makes me sad? Is I started that content, like the mom stuff. Like I used to do the mom content like years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember. Actually, with your own family, right?
Yeah, with my mom, because like it's me and my mom has such a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like I'll have like a friend come over, and I'll record myself being like, "Yo, mom, like, just for example, John thinks the dinner was shit," and my mom plays along with it. She's like, "Oh my god, John, like, why would you say that? I spent all day cooking that dinner for you," and then it's just so funny. My mom was like in on it, and like, I post stuff with like my mom will like I'm like the only child, so like my mom is Eastern Europe, so she loves just like feeding me. And she'll like bring plates of food to me and I record it and I'll be like, can I have some water with this? Like I can't eat this dry. And like my mom comes back with a glass of water. I'm like, can I have a fork instead of a spoon? And
dude, I don't mean to be I'm sorry I do this a lot to everyone, but I'm not a downer, but I remember. Okay, the one time I ever cried spontaneously, right? We're gonna talk about crying now.
Oh god.
And this is such a dark thought that I'd hate to even say it, but I was once eating something my mom cooked, and in my head, I'm like, whether this meal is, usually it's bomb, whether it's good or bad, I'm too sad to even think if it's good or bad. There actually will be a day on earth where I can't have this. You know what I mean? And dude, I burst out crying. I was like, what the fuck? I think I was 24.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit. 26 now.
Oh god, yeah.
And then I realized to myself, I'm like, holy shit, family's everything, dude. That's why I don't mind if I miss streams or if I'm late on schedule, you know?
Right. Yeah, I noticed that.
Right. When's the last time you cried?
Last time was probably my last basketball game. I came back and I was playing at Douglas College, and it was kind of like it was my last game, and I knew I wasn't going to play again after that. Like I knew it was it. We lost in the semifinals for the third place game, and I kind of it's kind of shitty, and I kind of
choked.
Yeah, it was more like
And that was your dream back then, right?
Well, yeah, I was just like it was suck. I knew like deep down inside I knew I'd never play like organized ball again. And it sucked. It seems like superficial and stupid because it's just a sport. But
it's a
I haven't had really like anybody pass away in my family yet.
You know what? I hate when people say, "Oh, I cried for a sport." No, if you're trying to make it your life, it's everything.
Yeah.
That's crushing. Like, yo, leaving a career path is fucking. I don't know how people do it. Like, in between jobs is such a weird. The only way I ever used to deal with it is smoke a lot of weed. But then, you know, when you're sad, well, you don't know, but it didn't help. But I remember when I was working with you, I landed the Dwayne Johnson body double for the movie Skyscraper.
Yeah, for the Skyscraper. I remember you telling me that.
And dude, that was I don't mean to offend, the worst paycheck of my life. Yo, what the fuck, dude? That was the worst paycheck I mean, it was fun, and it's great for the resume, but I remember thinking like, oh, you have to go live in LA and constantly do auditions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
I was crushed when I have to leave that path.
Yeah, like, no, it's hard, but it's just like so uncertain, right?
We gotta go to LA, dude. What are we doing?
Dude, as soon as it opens up, I want to go to LA, but like it's getting wild down there. Maybe what about Portland? Maybe we'll do a road trip. We'll stop in Portland.
No, I'm saying to live in LA, be creators in LA, and then, because look, even if you're not working hard, you can bump into Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt punches you in the face, and then boom, you're viral. Right?
No, 1,000%, I agree. Like the thing is, trying to make it in LA so much easier because the circle, like the 5 degrees of separation gets so much closer. You're like instead of being 3 people away from someone famous, you're like 1 or 2, right?
Yeah, Exactly.
But I'm sure you can't. I mean, you're doing pretty well. Wouldn't you be able to apply for like an artist visa and get down there?
Yeah. The only problem is I'm a pussy. I wouldn't ever want to like ditch my life.
Well, what do you mean? What do you like?
You know, like the biggest coward. Like the journey of a real man is, yeah, your life's set up in Vancouver the way it's set up.
Right.
And then if I go live in LA and I want to go back home, I can't because there's no home to go back to because I've started a new obsession, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So I'm such a pussy. I can't make up my mind.
But it's just like, why not just try it? You're still 26. Why not try it for like 2 or 3 years, then come home, and then you can still just rent a place and restart. It's not a big deal.
I'm
thinking of just back from Vancouver. It's like, you know, what I mean, it's nothing.
I'm gonna just DM Angelina Jolie, call it a day.
Do you know what, man? Do you know, and you'll appreciate this. Do you know how I'm in love with, and I was supposed to meet her this summer because I know some people that know her. I'm in love with Dua Lipa.
Albania.
I was supposed to go to Kosovo and Albania this summer.
You know her?
I know some people that know her. I don't know her personally.
Oh, you get her on the show.
Yeah, right. I wish. I mean, my dream is I want to make a movie. Remember how Borat's dream was to interview Pamela Anderson? I want to make a movie where I'm trying to interview Dua Lipa. I want to make like a mini series where I somehow try to interview her, you know?
Yeah, just Snapchat. Wow.
Yeah.
Remember that French Montana night? That was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, French Montana night was fun, but yeah, no, I was supposed to go to Albania this summer. I was supposed to check out your hood.
I think you'd like it. Where have you been in Europe?
Pretty much everywhere besides Albania.
You're a beach guy, so man, you're gonna have this thing called livrek, and it's the best fish you'll ever. I don't even eat fish, and I love it. It tastes like chicken, dude.
Albania's, the women are all smoke shows. They're all like black hair, tan skin. But like my biggest fear of Albania was just like getting beat up because I know the dudes are crazy. Like if I talk to some chick's girl or
have you seen the movie Taken?
Yeah, exactly. Me, gone.
The worst thing I ever said when I joined Twitch, I said, they're like, "Where's Albania?" Someone asked me on Twitch. I'm like, "Have you seen the movie Taken?" Yeah, we take the bitch as a joke. And people are like, "Whoa, Zherka kidnaps people and shit." I'm like, it's a joke. What the fuck? Yeah. It's like, you know what I mean?
I remember one time I was talking to someone. Yeah, this is crazy. I was like talking to someone like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm Poland." And they're like, "How long does it take to drive there?" And I'm like, well, I really don't know how to answer this.
Is it Canadian? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My final question to you is, what happens when we die?
That's tough, man. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, so I'd like to think there's an afterlife, but man, I'm just gonna go ahead and say we go to there's an afterlife just in case there is. You know, if there isn't, yeah, I'm fucked. But in case there is, I'll just say there is. So maybe I get in. I don't know. Right. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I hope we go somewhere, but.
Do you want me to tell you where we go?
Time out. I know you're gonna like this. Lately, I've been getting into simulation theory a lot.
Like it's a game?
Maybe we're just in simulation. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what happens when we die. We join. What? We become Twitch chat. Thank you for coming, Mark.
Appreciate it. Is that it? You good with me?
That's everything for now.
Hey man, I appreciate having me on, Jay. Let's do more stuff if you ever want to. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Thanks for everyone.
Fuck yeah, and message me on Discord mostly, okay?
Instead of text?
Yeah, that's way faster for me.
Okay, man. Appreciate it. I hope I kept it I hope I didn't get you in trouble. I try to tone it down as much as I could.
Hey, that was perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, John. Talk to you soon, brother.
Peace, man.
Ciao.
I'm the king of leaking.